All right, today I'm going to be going over a brief introduction and instructional video on how to use the monthly SI app. So, a little bit of a backstory. I got tagged with doing monthly SI at my unit. Last time I did this, it was a bit of a nightmare. So, basically, you get a document from either your supply or your XO, and it has serial numbers all over it. They're generally only separated by a semicolon. And it can be quite a mess when you have a lot of inventory. Traditionally speaking, somebody would help you out in the arms room. Let's say we're doing weapons today and they're M4s. Someone would pick up an M4, they'd read a serial number. You would scroll through the document trying to locate the serial number in this sea of serial numbers. And once you find it, you would highlight it and you would continue to do this all the way through. And that's just with weapons. That's not to mention optics, any other thing that you might have in there that you have to capture. So I sat down, I figured there's an easier way to do this, and that's where the monthly SI app was built. So here you're looking at the home screen. I'm going to go ahead and click on the monthly SI app. After a little bit of loading screen, it'll bring you here to the home page. So here on the home page, you can see at the very top how to use monthly SI. That's a link to this video. In the top left corner, you can see an eye with a circle around it. That's just app information. So if I open that, this is where you can find privacy policies, the instructional video, FAQs, the support page. You can email me for any kind of support you may need, and then you can rate me in the App Store. Hopefully, I've built a good product and I can get a good rating here. Hit done, get out of that. So the very first step that you need to do is create your first inventory. So the way that we're going to do that is by uploading a photo. So for the purpose of this demo, I'm purposely using a photo that was taken of a computer screen. Reason being is the pixelation from the computer screen makes it challenging for my camera app to accurately transpose the serial numbers. And I wanted to intentionally create some errors for this demo. I would recommend when you do this for real to do it off the printout because the paper isn't going to be pixelated and the serial numbers from the photo will be much more accurate as they transfer over into your inventory. So for this photo, basically at the very top, I need to create a scan. And all you would do is you would take a photo of the items, serial numbers off the document, and then crop that photo down so that the photo only shows the serial numbers that you're looking for. So today I've taken a photo of the section of M4s. I've already cropped it, but I'll hit plus. So now I need to select a photo. I'll hit the very center where it says no photo selected. I'll click that. I'll click here. That uploads, as you can already see in that picture on the screen. The photo is not the cleanest, but it actually still did a very good job. There's actually 206 weapons on this inventory sheet that need to be looked at, and you can see it already picked up 205. So it's missing one. Usually that's because they double stack. The phone didn't pick up a semicolon or something, so it put two serial numbers together. Here's an error right here, though. This right here in the center of the screen, whiskey 01 space 54022. So if I find that error, if you look directly below the serial number, you can see where it says line 4, position 13. So that's a map indicator. It basically maps the picture. So all I have to do is look at the document, go to the fourth line, and count over 13 positions, and that's the serial number that this is referencing. So when I do that, I can look over and I can see the serial number is actually whiskey 01540022. So it's just the space that it picked up there. So I'm going to swipe right on that. Actually, I'm not even done building the scan. So at the very top, I'm going to go ahead and name this. This is going to be test M4s. I'm going to save it. All right, now I have my scan session. Okay. So if I click into that, that's going to bring me up to my inventory page. Here you can see the photo that's being referenced, and then you can see a progress bar. So 0 out of 205 items. I already know I have 206. Let's see if I can go back and find that error. Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? All right, right there. So now I can swipe right on that, click edit. I'm just going to go right in front of the 5, backspace, make it 1, save it. Now that's done. So I'm still looking for a double stack because it's missing an item. Right there, there's the double stack. So here, all I got to do is swipe right, edit, split into 2 items. Now I've made that 1 item into 2, hit save, and it's kept the position markers exactly where you can find it on the document. All right, so that gives me my 206 items. All right, so basically once I have this, I'm set up. So I'd find myself in the arms room. I'd either have somebody reading these off to me, which I've done before. This app actually makes it pretty easy to do yourself, which I'll demo here in a minute. So starting at the very basic way, the most simple way is I can hit at the very bottom where it says search serial numbers, open that up, and now I can type, or I can even use the voice to speak to fill it in. All right, but just for demo purposes, I'll just do that top one right there. So W744708. As you can see, it found it. That's the only one that's left. I can click that item, hit mark found, and it'll turn that item green. Now I can back out of this, and I'll go ahead and do the next one. So let's say I pick up item Y21 8405 8405. All right, found it. I can click that, mark found. Done. So that's the most streamlined first method to do. It's not my favorite. I built stronger features into the app. If you look at the very top, you get a check mark with a circle around it. If I click that, that's just going to take me all the way down to the bottom of the list where you can see the items that you found so far. Right next to that, you have a microphone. This is basically a quick voice feature. So if I click that, I can just read the serial number off the weapon. The phone hears it, it finds it. I can check it as found, click the microphone button again in order to turn it off. Because if I don't do that, if I just keep reading serial number after serial number, it's just going to stack those in the search bar, and it's going to mess it up that way. But I made a workaround, and I created a better function next to that. But just to demo this, I'm going to click the microphone. Yankee 088459. Just like that. All right, moving to the right of that, you see a microphone with a plus icon. This is where I start to get into some of my more favorite features. So if I open that up, I can just read a serial number without having to click the microphone again. It'll tell me a green button will pop up with the serial number. I click it to confirm, and I can automatically move on to the next one. So we'll demo that real quick. Yankee 218405. Yankee 397595. Yankee 4045240. I messed that serial number up. Yankee 405240. So as you can see, you can just read them as you go. If you're reading the serial number correctly and there's still no match, just set that weapon to the side. As you get through the arms room, this list of red is going to get very small, and then you can work through those much smaller deficiencies. Now, the better feature here that I really like is using the onboard computer to assist. So in order to do that, all you do is click the microphone with the plus button at the very top right corner. At the very top of that screen, you're going to see a speaker icon. If you click that speaker icon, I can then read a serial number. The computer is going to read it back to me as I'm looking at the weapon to confirm that it's accurate, and then it's going to tell me confirmed or not found. And then you can immediately just pick up the next weapon and continue doing that. So you can set this app up, put the phone down on a table, put your AirPods in if you want more clear audio, and you can literally just start working through item by item. And it's very quick and efficient. So I'm going to go ahead and demo that real quick. Whiskey 0155285.
W01555285 confirmed. Ready.
Whiskey 0155454.
W015554 confirmed. Ready.
Whiskey 0155581.
W015558 confirmed. Ready.
So that right there, I mean, I'm reading off serial numbers as fast as I can pick them up, and it is putting them all down here into the found column. All right, that's by far my favorite feature of this app, and I think that'll really streamline and improve accuracy, because you have eyes on the actual serial number of the weapon, and it's being validated based off the document in real time. So really, as fast as you can pick up a weapon and read a serial number, you're cooking right through that arms room. All right. Now, the last feature here. So let's say, as some of you may know, not all these weapons are necessarily going to be present. Some of these items might be turned in for maintenance, this, that, or the other. So what you can do here is, we'll go up to the top. Let's say this top weapon, which is actually a typo that would need to be corrected. Again, the photo was taken off a pixelated computer screen, but let's just say that this weapon is turned in for maintenance. And I know that I need to locate supporting documents for that before I sign this SI sheet. So I can click to the right, or I can swipe right. I click note. Here, all I got to do is put turned in for maintenance. Hit save. It's now, as you can see there in the progress bar, I have one item, supporting docs on file. If I scroll all the way down here to the bottom, I can see documented, that weapon turned in for maintenance. Once I see the supporting documents, whether it's a 2062 or some other sort of hand receipt, that is giving me my reason for it not being in the arms room, I can click that item, hit mark as found. It'll move it up to being found, as in I know where it's at, but it'll leave that note on there for you, letting you know it's not physically present. Yeah, that's basically it. You can work through your entire inventory. If you wanted to, say you had optics, all you would do is go back to the home screen. You'd create another session, add a cropped photo of just the serial numbers that you're looking for, CCOs, ACOGs, whatever it is, and work through those. But yeah, that's the monthly SI app in a nutshell. And I hope you enjoy, and I hope it saves you a lot of time.